Hiro Mashima. Oh, Hiro, you absolute legend! Thank you for creating Eden Zero, another one of your brilliant successful projects next to Fairy Tail. Oh god, I'm sure we all love it. Wait, you don't love Eden Zero? I'm burning with anger inside of me, baby! I am so mad at you for not liking Eden Zero. You just simply don't understand Eden Zero, that's just it. But, I just want to put a damn sock in your mouth. That's what I just want to do right now. But hello, ladies and gentlemen, to today's video where I'll be talking about the current fire-running Shounen series, and that is Eden Zero. You guys have no idea how insanely good Eden Zero has been throughout its airtime. It is super consistent, fun to watch, and also great characters overall. Really, there is just so much to see in this world those characters live in, and so much to explore on this new adventure, so honestly, can't wait for more. Now, before going no further with this video, please subscribe to the goddamn channel already. How many times I have to teach you all just the simple ABC? Just click on the subscribe button so we all can move on as one big happy family, you get me? Oh, and do also follow me on Twitter at AnimeRecon. Links and shit will be in the description, and you might also find yourself a piece of candy lying somewhere just for you. And now, without keeping you all waiting, let us actually get to the fun part of the video. You know, I've always been a huge fan of Hiro Mashima's work in general, as watching Fairy Tail has really put me in a position to fall in love with a long-running shonen masterpiece. Yes, I said it. Fairy Tail is a masterpiece. Do I really need to say this again? It's really got diverse and interesting characters, each with their own powers, methods, and stories behind them that truly catch my attention, and there's just a lot of characters in Fairy Tail. Like many long-running shonens, they get better as they keep going. Fairy Tail's animation quality at the start was pretty simple, as back in the days it wasn't really high production quality, but later on, as you progress through the series, you get to see major improvements to the characters' detail, animation, and just the overall look and style. But that's besides the point, though. One of the key points in Fairy Tail was the power of friendship aspect that ties in with Hiro Mashima's work, which many seek a huge problem with, but to me it really does sound really fun. That's the thing. That's what Hiro Mashima aims for. He aims for something, you know, unrealistic, something fun, something quirky, but I don't know why a lot of people just find it, you know, I don't know, they just find it really, they just hate it. Yeah, that's the word. They just really hate it in general. You know, because a lot of the times people just expect something serious from an anime to happen, but where does the term fun when a serious measure pops up? This is why characters in this series get stronger through friendship. The higher the friendship level, the more power they get to take down their enemies with. That is the Fairy Tail power system in general, but it's pretty simple to say the least. Though enough talk about Fairy Tail, because that's not what the video is about. It's all about Eden Zero, baby! So, Eden Zero is also created by Hiro Mashima, easily one of the most well-known manga creators in the industry. He's got multiple popular series under his belt, beginning with Rave Master that ran about 35 volumes, a spin-off of Monster Hunter called Monster Hunter Orage, and most famously Fairy Tail. Now, the main reason I talked about Fairy Tail first, because it really does heavily tie in with, you know, with Eden Zero. Regarding the characters' looks being similar, the references, and also the power of friendship once again. This is ideally how Hiro Mashima works. You know, that's his way of work. You can't have an anime series without sustaining the characters' looks and also bringing in a big factor that played in Fairy Tail to Eden Zero, which is the power of friendship. Despite me liking Eden Zero, the series itself is heavily slept on, and it's underrated, but it has such an interesting plot so far. Take it as if it's Fairy Tail, but you know, it's in space, because that's what it is. It's literally Fairy Tail in space. It's not, you know, it doesn't take place in an old fantasy type, you know, shit. It takes place in the far future, in the space, and in the universe, and the galaxies, and the planets, and the stars. Oh, I need to take a fucking breather, holy shit. Steam's coming out of my mouth. So, Eden Zero is pretty much about the main character named Shiki, who is pretty much the Natsu of the series and wishes to make new friends around the world. Specifically human friends, because he has lived on a planet full of robots all his life until a human named Rebecca, aka the Lucy of the series, visited his planet to see what was up. Then shit went down through a misunderstanding as the robots went rogue and started attacking Shiki, through a misunderstanding as they only really wanted him to leave this planet to actually fulfill his dream of meeting other people around the world. In the end, literally, Shiki just took it as betrayal, and this is where they both end up leaving the planet to start a new adventure in the search for Mother, who lies somewhere deep in the galaxy. Wow, I don't know how big is the fucking galaxy in the Milky Way. Where the fuck is Mother? I don't know where she is. There's so many things out there in space. Space is so big, yo. It's bigger than Earth! So overall, you can pretty much say that it's a simple, but a very effective start to the series, which tells us a lot about what is going to happen, and straight away, you get the feeling of the power of friendship coming to you real soon! Eden Zero also features a pretty wise narrator known as Xiao Mei. She pops up very early in the story, vaguely explaining events that might possibly occur in the future, which is pretty, rare to see. You never saw that in a fairy tale, so that is very new in Eden Zero, which is always great to see. There are also references to YouTubers in the series, but in Eden Zero's case, it's called Beecubers. And Rebecca is a Beecuber that aims to become famous at it. And we also meet other famous Beecubers. Stuff like this, details and interesting features add a lot of value to a space-themed fairy tale story. Whereas if it existed in fairy tale, then it wouldn't really make sense at all, Though one of the main driving forces of Eden Zero is the conflict between humans and robots, where Shiki and his crew are some of the few that believe robots are living beings, no different from humans. The rest of the galaxy, though, views them as tools to be used. It's a constant struggle between the two sides, which really, it sucks. It does suck to see that, but that's what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. And we have to just deal with it. A lot of the people just complain that the character designs are recycled just to appeal the fairy tale fanbase and unnecessary fan service, but that is exactly the same thing that happened in fairy tale, was it not? I mean, I'm pretty sure it happened a lot of, unnecessary fan service shit that happened, but the character designs, I get that, but still, it's the way Hiro Mashima works. The first few episodes may also be slow-paced, but that is the ideal way to build up the progress of the story and the characters to something a lot more exciting later on. Boy, you all gotta watch Eden Zero, I'm serious. Is it as good as fairy tale? Probably not, but it's somewhere up there. It's definitely somewhere up there. It's actually really, really fun. The point being, people just don't give anime series a chance to show how good they really are. I came in thinking Eden Zero may not be as good as fairy tale at first, but it turns out to be really fucking amazing. It's so fun to watch. It will never be on top of, fairy tale, but it's really enjoyable in its own way. Mashima's art style hasn't changed much, to be honest. People who call it lazy or, unoriginal need to realize that the author is currently, to this day, publishing 2 manga every week or month, which is so much work on their hands. It's so much work. So, for the sake of efficiency and consistency, everyone needs to forgive and cut some slack on someone who has been in the industry for over 2 decades for using designs he is familiar with. In many ways, he also managed to improve them, giving them cool new outfits and forms to the characters. I think for the case of Fairy Tail and Eden Zero, having similar character designs really does work out. It just works! This damn series works! It just works! So a lot of you may not realize, but Eden Zero is actually not as long as you think because it's only slated for 25 episodes in total. But there's a high chance that there are more seasons to come to make it long running, but who knows what the great Hiro Mashima has for us in stock. But in generally speaking, the manga is very long, so I'm sure there will be more. I truly respect this man's work. It has brought me so much enjoyment through watching his creation, and I can't wait to see what else the great Hiro Mashima can do! I love you! I feel Eden Zero will grow, big as a shonen series someday, that more people can just watch it. Not just the dedicated fairy tale fans, but hopefully more of a wider range of audience who can appreciate the work of Hiro Mashima. Though that is all I really wanted to talk about for this video, and express my appreciation for what Eden Zero has brought us so far. But really, if you haven't seen Eden Zero yet, give it a shot. Just watch it, please. I promise you. You don't even need to watch Fairy Tail to watch this, as it's a brand new story to enjoy. So thank you all so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. Please smash like for more content like this, and also like the video and comment down below what you think about Eden Zero so far. Well, really, it's all depending on where you are and how far you are in the series. So let me know down in the comment section below what you think of the series so far. So have yourselves the most wonderful day, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!